Hair looks so good.
So the title of the video says, Boys Need Their Fathers. So I'm not here to downplay, a father and a son, spending time together. It's a beautiful thing. But the title says, Boys Need Their Fathers. Boys need their fathers. Let's get a scripture. All right, y'all, let's go to the book of Malachi, chapter 4, and we're going to go over here to verse 5. It says, Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. So the coming of the dreadful day is destruction. That is the day of destruction, day of judgment here in America and all these other lands where we were taken and scattered in slavery. Verse 6, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers. See, the video said children need their fathers. Lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. And you can go to Revelation 7 to find out what that curse is, because destruction is coming to the earth. You see, it's only a matter of time. So we need to turn our children's heart, their mind, back to the heart of the Father. Okay, so first thing we need to understand is, who we are as a people. You see, before we can teach our children, we need to understand who we are. You see, you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. See, we are the Israelites according to the Bible. See, in captivity, they took our name. You see, they took our heritage, which is God's commandments. You see, they stole these things from us. So in order for us to turn back to the fathers, we need to understand that God gave us his commandments, his laws, his statutes. You see, we're not the heathens. We're not the Gentiles, as they tell you in the Christian church. So the father is standing there with his son worshiping in the Christian church. You see, they've been lied to. You see, we all been lied to. The Christian church will not tell God's chosen, who they are as a people. So we need to come out of these Christian churches, first and foremost. So who are the fathers that is mentioned in Malachi 4:6? You see, when we think about our forefathers, were they white men? Look at the Messiah. This is from a book called Russian Icons. The Messiah was a black man. I believe that's Moses on the right-hand side, and you got the prophet Elijah on the left. See, these are the fathers that we need to turn back to in the last days before the destruction comes. That's mentioned in Revelation 7. See, we shouldn't be thinking about Easter and Christmas, and birthdays. We should be thinking about the Passover, you see, Feast of Dedication. We should be thinking about the Sabbath days. God said, keep that day holy. You see, 6 days shall ye work, but the seventh day is his day, you see. Not Sunday, it's Saturday. Look, this is St. Mark. See, black man. They're not going to show you this in the Christian church. You see, if the pastor's sitting up there in the podium, he's not willing to teach your little child who they are according to the scriptures, then don't go. It's simple. Don't go. You see, our children, They need to learn these things. They need to know who they are. Trump is taking your history out and you still supporting white supremacy, going to a Catholic church. So this is our forefather Yaqub, or Jacob, see, a black man. This is the book Russian Icons. Y'all need to look at this book. You know, it costs about $3,000 now, if not more, because they don't want you to know your history. See, they don't want your children to understand their history. See, they don't want you to turn your children back to the hearts of the Father. You see, keeping the commandments. You see, all of our forefathers kept the commandments, but in the Christian church, they tell you don't keep it.